Dedicated this video to my brother Sabir Bey to help educate him from what I feel is a lot of misinformation he's been spewing and miseducating Black people. So I want to correct that.
So my father used to say that. My father used to watch my presentations on Moorish World TV, right? And so my father used to say, hey, let me tell you something. I ain't gonna worry about nothing you talking about. I'm gonna call Seti. See, I'm gonna get Seti on you. See, cause all you do is think that you know everything. But I tell you what, I get Seti on you. Seti gonna do you like he did that old boy, what that boy name, Sabir. He gonna do you like he did Sabir. I get Seti on you. And I'm like, Pop.
These are some of the enemies of Africa. You understand what I'm saying? What you're looking at right here, these are some of the Indians. And these are some of the brothers that went down, the so-called Indian, Pakistani, that went down to South Africa with the British, who still in South. This is Howard Carter. This is going to go through. I'm going to just let it go. You see that? That's some of them medieval Europeans. Like Columbus with the fairs on his head. These is the Eastern Stars with the fairs on their head, stealing up out of Kemet. Yeah? Wait a minute. Hold on. You ain't wait. You gonna get your chance. I'm gonna show you this fairs. Wait a minute. Let it go through, cause I didn't put it in order like I needed to. This Muhammad Ali, the most wicked Arab Turk that ever lived on the planet, responsible for killing 50, 60 million Africans when he took Egypt. Look at the red fairs on his head. I want you to look very clearly. When I go back to Egypt and I go back to Africa and I know that's my enemy and you got his hat on his head, you think I'm gonna stop? You think I'm gonna stop to ask you, is you down with me? And I done already identified this man's uniform. You think I'm gonna stop, man? When this go down and we in Africa, I'm going to advise you out of love. Take that hat off, boy, because I'm telling you, it's a mark of the beast. This is the crackers over there right now, the Arab, all throughout Africa. Even the Russians wear that fez. It come up out of that Turkish realm. Here go that Greco-Christian background over there, Roman, Russian. They all wearing that hat. So tell me, my man, how do I separate you from him in a war? And you ain't got no time to drop no law on me or explain nothing to me.
We're going to go into all that.
How you going to, listen, on the battlefield, and I'm going to be real, and out of love, I'm going to tell you this. On the battlefield, when I gave my oath in Africa, man, I got to lay you down. I'm not going to ask you.
Well,
you got this man's hat. This is Gordon. You got, look, you got this man's hat on. You got this man, I'm lost. Who made this up? Who made this? Did I make this up? Since I'm lost? Listen, see the white man right there? See all the niggas back there with the fez is on? Look at him.
Let us explain it.
Look at him. Explain. Go ahead and explain. I would like to hear this.
All right, brother. Now, we can...
wait a minute. Let me pause right there. Let me pause there. Let me go back to that. Let me go back to that. I'm going to have to go back to that one because that one...
Go back.
All right.
That one going... Let me pause that one.
All right.
Let me pause. When you get a chance, you get back on that one, son. Now.
Okay.
Now let me address that now. All right. The fez.
The same man that wearing that fez that's right over there in Egypt is sucking my people's mineral wealth and funding his people overseas. No, that's a cracker. But I'm talking about the Arab. I'm talking about the Arab too. That's the Shriner. The Arab Turk was wearing it before the Shrine.
All these, so you telling me all these guys are?
Man, listen, I don't want they all peckerwoods one way or another, but the Arab, that wearing that hat is in Africa, sucking all of the mineral wealth. And what I'm saying is, family, that the mineral wealth that's coming out of Africa, why we in this poverty, that the mineral wealth in Africa should be funding us wherever we are on this planet. If we want business, if we don't want to live in Africa, that's okay. Long as we recognize that that's our holy land, that's our motherland, and we will go to the aid of Africa when needed, that's okay if you move out into the other parts of the world. But the mineral wealth of Africa belongs to us, and Africa should be funding African people. And the man that's wearing that fez in Africa right now is sucking the mineral wealth out of Africa, sending it to Arabia, India,
so
Europe.
What do you do?
Indeed it is true. Indeed it is. I took my oath on sacred ground that I will always be here to defend my people. The enemy, if you see this hat in Africa or anywhere else, if they can't make a distinction between our enemies and we on the battlefield, you don't have to stop to ask if a snake is poisonous. If you see a snake, then you take a snake's head. If you in Africa, do any research, anytime a nigga befriended a cracker in Africa, he wore that hat. And if we go to war in Africa, anybody you see with that hat on, take their head.
Can I say something?
That's my bottom line. Right. And that ain't an attack on my brother as my brother. But if we on the battlefield, ain't no way we gonna stop to ask somebody if is you down.
Why don't we go to war with the...
Ooh, I told you I'm gonna brand myself. I should just drop one of my books off right here. Ooh, they gonna be looking up that boy Sabir Bey. Who is Sabir Bey? The Moorish chief. So remember when I told you, that brother got a fez on right there. But y'all thinking it's a religion. Hold up.
Dedicated this video to my brother Sabir Bey to help educate him from what I feel is a lot of misinformation he's been spewing and miseducating Black people. So I want to correct that. You know who wear the fez? Which a lot of Afrocentrics confused, and I'm the one who first dropped this. Nobody had a clue. And I cleared all the. I'm the one who first started teaching people that the Moors were Arab and Berber. I got videos to prove it. So look, the Askari. Those are the people who wear the fez. Let's read what an Askari is. An Askari means it's a soldier or in the military. Was a local soldier serving in the armies of the European colonial powers in Africa, particularly in the African Great Lakes, Northeast Africa, and Central Africa. Now, the Askari has nothing to do with North Africa or Northwest Africa. They're in Central Africa, East Africa, Northeast Africa. They're nowhere near that. Okay? They wore the fez. And the Askari are the police. The designation is still in occasional use today to informally describe police. That's what the Askari is, the police. They were Africans who helped European colonial powers in Central Africa. All them videos you see with Susan Seti showing in Italy and Mussolini and all that, that's over in Ethiopia and Central Africa. They ain't got nowhere near Morocco. They wouldn't wear no red cone hats up there. They was wearing turbans like I showed you. So look. These are the Askari. Right here. Soldiers of the King's African Rifles, they also call. The Askari and King's African Rifles are the same people. This is in 1902. You see the fez with the tassel hanging? How Sabir Bey and all these Moors got this confused is beyond me. But no, it's not beyond me. I know why. Because they were miseducated. They didn't know no better. They didn't even know their history. American Moors wearing a red fez hat is wearing a police uniform hat. That's the hat of the police. Kings, Africans, rifles. That's who wore the fez. These Negroes got it all twisted. You know what I'm saying? Wait. There they go. There they go. There they go. What does it say right there? Askari in training. Riflemen. These are policemen for European colonial forces with their little cone fez hat. That's what they did. Look. Eritrean Askari. You see the fez hats? What the hell is Sabir Bey and them talking about? This is in Central Africa. This is right here is like East Africa. Eritrean Askari. Yeah. Mussolini's forces and shit. I mean, that's what they're doing. These American Moors are wearing this shit. Ain't got nothing to do with what they did in North Africa and turbans in Morocco. The Moroccan Tuaregs and all them wore turbans. Wait, let me see some more pictures. There we go right there. Askari monument. The Askari is the police. Look at what his rifle. That's the police. Askari monument in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. Where's Tanzania? That's Central Africa. Dedicated to Askari soldiers who fought in the East African campaign of World War I. That ain't got shit to do with Morocco. Wait, maybe see if I can get some more pictures.
These Moors that were in Spain, do you know if they wore fezzes?
They wore turbans. They wore turbans.
Yeah, turban ain't a fez though. I want to know if they wore fezzes.
Well, you can go back and you'll see some of them wearing them the bucket hats or the fez, what they call it, the fez. Yeah, some of them had on fez, some of them had on the turbans. They was going back and forth. In Spain?
In Spain?
I don't know.
I think the turbans in Spain.
Yeah, all the images I see of Moors, and I haven't studied this exhaustively, I should say, this particular topic exhaustively. But I believe that most of those people we would consider Moors who are in Spain were often wearing turbans. The fez is a hat that comes from us from the area around Turkey. And it was conflated with ancient peoples, ancient Islamic peoples who existed in the area. And so there's some confusion around the fez as well. And I think that we need to be a bit more disciplined about how we describe those people that did amazing things that were also African. And that's a challenge.
All right.
Okay,
so thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Questions to answer. Thanks
Thank
a
you.
lot, man.
All right.
Thank you, dear brother.
Peace and black power, Jabari. Thank